Hey guys, Jamie here from Real Steel. Today's project, we are going to be working on the 86 four-wheel drive I'm starting to rebuild. Today, I really would like to get this thing, the four-wheel drive conversion started. So here we go, let's get started. All right, as you can see, what we got in here is a mess because I've said it before, but if a vehicle doesn't move around here, it gets used for storage. Heck, even the movable ones get used for storage. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to start with, y'all are going to watch me clean this out fast, and then we need to pull the seat. We need to pull the carpet. Obviously, now that seat and carpet will go back in there. Looks like my buddy put a CB bracket in there. We need to pull that. And then we need to pull the bezel and the cluster until we can get back to the pedal assembly. And then we also need to pull the column. Now, I cannot use this column with this conversion because the clutch pedal here will hit the, I don't know if you can see it, that green thing there. It hit the clutch pedal. That's your ignition switch. The pedal will hit that green ignition switch and it won't work. Plus, this thing's a Saginaw tilt column. I'm not fond of them, and it's got the typical wobbly column syndrome, you know, so it's going to go away. The steering wheel belongs to a buddy of mine, so I'll finally be able to give that back to him. So yeah, not my favorite, but we'll figure something out for a wheel. The column's going to come from the Ram charger. We're going to have to unbolt it there. And now you could unbolt the shaft, but the shafts are different between a straight non-tilt column and a tilt column. So yeah, we're gonna have to knock that roll pin out there on that pot coupler there and just switch the whole mech out. That won't be too bad. As far as the clutch pedal, we'll have to pull that little piece out there. That's for your clutch rod boot, or your, yeah, from the pedal to the Z-bar. And we're gonna have to drill some holes kind of down underneath there. But luckily, as I'll show you when we get this carpet out, it's pretty much all dimpled. So yeah, luckily the factory decided to dimple them, even on a non-manual application. So that makes things a little easier. You can see I harvested a bunch of parts from the Ram charger already. I really didn't film that. Neighbors were having a weekday yard sale and I just wanted to barrel right through it. So yeah, I also got the transmission and transfer case off of it. So yeah, this transfer, I think they're all pretty well to go. I'm gonna have to put the old top back on the transmission there, reseal it, no big deal. And the transfer case, it has a leaky output shaft seal, so I'm going to have to replace that. I'll probably wait till it's in the truck so I can use the engine flywheel as leverage against turning the yoke. But anyway, I'm going to set y'all up on laps, and we're going to get this thing cleaned out. Man, it's amazing how much crap a person can accumulate just from a vehicle not running, but yeah, we're kind of there. I'm going to get the rest of that stuff out, and then we'll move on to the seat. I won't film too much of unbolting it because it's got to come out from underneath, but the other stuff we'll go ahead and film. But yeah, I did find my vacuum gauge and my compression tester kit. I must have been using them for the diagnostic video that I posted on this bad boy. So yeah, let me get this thing cleaned out. I'll get the seat unbolted and we'll get her yanked out, and then we'll work on the carpet. All right, y'all, just before I started pulling them, I figured I'd show you. On these trucks, you've got seat bolts going down through the floor. You've got 2 on each side. Looks like we're missing a nut, so I'll have to find one of them. All right, looks like we got them both over here. They're coming out pretty easy. But man, she's a greasy specimen under here. Yeah, luckily, I got a free pressure washer. It's electric. Don't have the greatest pressure, but it works. So I'll probably spray some super clean and stuff like that under here. I'm not making a show truck, y'all. It's a good work truck, but a little less greasy. You can see how I did the transmission tunnel. I cut one out of a Ram Charger and fitted it over. I thought my buddy was going to self-tapper it down, but apparently not. It's held in by the carpet, but that's okay. We'll self-tapper it down whenever we put this thing back together, and we'll go from there. Probably seam seal it and stuff like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quick shot of the greasy undercarriage of this bad boy. I got some, I think it's super clean that I want to try on it later on. Probably not this video, though. All right, y'all, let's wrestle this seat out of there. While y'all weren't looking, I went ahead and pulled the studs off that side. So it should be loose. All right, let me go to the other side and see what we can do. These aren't terribly heavy, but they're a little bulky. All right. There we go. Let's tilt her back here if we can and drag it on out. Oh, looks like we're dragging carpet. They ain't ready to yank the carpet up with it yet, but who knows. Sorry about if I bumped you guys. I'll move y'all back just a little. Oh. There we go. Maybe. There. Not sure what that carpet came out of, but it actually goes under the seat. Let me move y'all back and watch me struggle. Yep, y'all are in view. All right, let's see what we can do here. We can tip it up. All right, we got her out. Set her beside the lawnmower. And we got some junk from my buddy back in here. Let's see here. Okay, the carpet should be loose, which it is. I've got to get that CB bracket out, so give me just a minute. All right, y'all, let me squeeze by you here. Close quarters combat, as Rain Man Ray would like to say. Yeah, it's tight. Parked up against that other truck. But we'll make it work. Lost my socket, y'all, so we'll just wrench it out. I think it's just self-tappers, hopefully. Hopefully I don't gotta go too crazy on these little bolts. Nah, they're coming. Just slow. Oh. Doubt I'll put a CB back in it. My buddy likes CBs though, so he had one in here. Get out of there. Stubborn little self-tappers, I'll tell you that much. Yep, just a self-tapper. I won't throw them away, though. Because according to Pole Barn Garage, you can never have too many self-tappers. I literally will hoard hardware, y'all. It's because you never know, and it's saved my bacon many, many times. Being a hoarder. I wish it was a little more organized, but it is what it is. You know, it can't be perfect. But, yeah, hoarding hardware. I'm sure a lot of y'all are hoarders as well for car parts, hardware, stuff like that. I mean, yeah. One day I'll organize it, maybe. But for now, that's fine. Well, get out of there. What is your problem? Why must you be so stubborn? All right, we got him out. throw him up there for now. Let's get this carpet out. Now, it didn't go completely under the kick panel, and the sill plates are off, so it should pull out. There we go. Floors don't look bad. All right, I'm back. All right, let's get this puppy out of here. Set him to the side there. All right. Yeah, the floors aren't bad at all. I didn't think they were. Let's get this tunnel out of here. There we go. And she's a greasy mess. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to pressure wash in here. I didn't think I was going to have to, but looks like we're pressure washing. You can see how greasy the tunnel is, too. We're going to reuse this, but we got to cut a shifter hole in it. All right. Oh, yeah. Floors ain't bad in this. Hey, that might have been rust proofing. Whoa, I found a wrench and some mini driver bit. What size? 3/8. You can never have too many wrenches. Yeah. As you can see, yeah, that thing was a greasy mess. I'm wondering if I can even save the carpet. Yeah, I wish you would have self-tapered that thing down and seam sealed it, but it is what it is. Next up, I think we're going to get dash bezel out, and we'll go from there. Get the gauge cluster out, radio. Funny thing is, that radio was a gift from my ex-wife about, I don't know, 15 years ago? I don't know. I left it in here for him, but I think he blew it out. So, yeah, probably won't save it, but it is what it is. It was nice when it worked. But anyway, let me get reset up, and we'll get this dash bezel out of here. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I knew that was going to happen. I was saying, y'all are in here with me. Let's see here. Let's get these screws off. There should be 4 of them along the top of this dash bezel here and 1 here, but there's only a couple in place. So let's get them bad boys out of here. Whoa. Don't you go flying. I'll try to find more of them when I go to put this in. Come on. All right. Come here and get out of there. What is your issue? There you go. I had one being stubborn. All right. Pull this column down. I guess I could pull the shifter down too. Since it ain't got a transmission in it, it ain't going to roll away. All right. Got those screws here, and then you've got some clips at the bottom of this thing. And these can be tight sometimes. It just depends. Yeah, sometimes dashes warp and all that stuff, so no, there's not any in there. Huh. Man, there we go. That'll be rough, but not too rough. You don't want to break anything unless you're not planning on reusing it. This looks decent, so don't get reused. Come on, get out of there. There we go. You can heard one of the metal clips pop off. So yeah, I'll have to retrieve that one. I don't know how well y'all can see, but you've got clippy thingies right along in here. Sorry if you didn't see that. All right. Now, pull this bezel out. You first got to pull this because it kind of hooks in there. All right. Try not to lose these screws. I'll put them in my hubcap up there. All right. Okay. Okay, pull him out just a tickle. He don't gotta come all the way out, but he does need to come out. Then we've got some screws here surrounding this gauge cluster. And the reason we gotta get in here is because we've got to get to the pedals and the pivot shaft. And the only way to really do that is to get through here or have any kind of view or anything. There we go. One more here. All right. Okay, one more over here. So shouldn't have to take the switch panel or anything out, but yeah, I just want to get the cluster out. All right. Now I'm going to retain this cluster, but it needs out of our way. All right, now back here, I know y'all can't see it, but I'll show it to you when I'm done here. Back here, we'll unclip the speedometer cable, maybe. Or is it? No. Okay, yeah. Let me see what y'all can see and what you can't see. All right, yeah, you kind of see back there. We've got a speedometer cable clip here. Pull it out. We've got this wire here. And what was that wire for? I think that's for the EGR timer or something. Supposedly it turns a light on after so many thousand miles. And then we got a connector here, which you're going to be stubborn, I can tell. Maybe not. Well, come on. There we go. Now we got access. All right. Whoops, I'm bad cameraman banging the tripod. Okay, now, so that don't need to come out. But what we're after here is back in there, there's this, well, my finger's annoying. There's this pedal shaft here. You can see it kind of sticking out. There's a bolt behind it and a lock nut that retains it, but that shaft will slide out and that'll allow me to drop this brake pedal. Now to get this brake pedal out, yeah, let me move some wires. You've got a clip on the brake booster. I don't know how hard that is to see. Now I'm gonna have to change the brake booster because in 82 and earlier, which is that Ram Charger, or actually 83, 84 earlier, they used a bolt, and then on 85 and later they used a clip to retain the booster push rod. So yeah, I'll definitely have to change boosters, and that is not a fun job, let me tell you what. But anyway, I'm also going to get the stereo out of here. Well, it can kind of stay in here for now, but yeah, I'm going to try to get y'all set up in there where y'all can see and try and get that push rod out of there. So hold on. All right, y'all, let's give this a shot. Y'all got a better view than I do, but I think we can kind of get in there together. I'll just go up under the dash. Maybe. Okay, if I can get in a better position, we'll go under the dash. Good thing I pulled the seat out. All right. Yep, I see it now. I can see clearly now. Kind of. Sorry. There. Hopefully y'all are still in frame. Oh, terrible cameraman. Oh, come on. I'm after this little nut here. It's a lock nut. There we go. Now, if I can get my little ratchet up in there. Come here, little ratchet. Oh, I don't want you. Well, help me understand. Where'd my ratchet go? Oh, there it is. All right. This is fun. I love being under the dash. It's one of my most favorite positions. Under the dash. Gosh dang it. And of course my ratchet's junk. We'll get it. It is what it is. Get on there. I basically got to get a wrench and a ratchet onto this. Normally I'd go through the dash, but since I don't have a seat or anything, it's harder for me to do. Come on, get on there. There you go. Now, was it that difficult for you to get on there? Now let's see if I can get this on there. There we go. It's gonna be tight because it's a lock nut, but I understand why they have to have a lock nut. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I just hope y'all are in frame. I bumped y'all out of the way. Come on, baby. There we go. And they're little bitty suckers, too. So you gotta be careful. Not real good at little small things. Come on, baby. Oh, crud. Of course, my ratchet falls off. Where'd my socket go? There it is. Man, what a tough job. I don't like it. I love this little ratchet, but the sockets like to fall off of it. Maybe I'll brace myself against the other truck. Now the wrench falls off. Son of a C-clamp. Coming. Well, this ain't going very well. That ain't going as good as I've expected it to, but nah, it is what it is. It's not a lot of room. Of course, if I took a couple things off, I might be able to see what I'm working on, but now that would be smart now, wouldn't it? What the heck? Why won't you? Are you loose? Or what's your deal, buddy? Now it's all cattywampus. And the wrench ain't catching. Dang it. Get up in there. Would you get... it might help if I'd use the right wrench, you know? Where'd my other wrench go? There it is. Huh. You know, things work a little bit better if you use the right tools. You know? It won't make you think you're losing your mind. Oh, what the heck. I lost my mind years ago. Where goes the dadgum socket again? I'm about to have a fit. But I'll try not to. Because I don't want to have to shut the camera off. But I also don't like to have a fit on camera. Because I don't like to curse on my videos. I curse enough in real life. Actually, I curse too much in real life. Alright, let's try this again. Hey, what's the worst case that happens? This footage sucks and I delete it. Alright, you are almost off of there. Stubborn little son of a gun. It's always the little ones that get you. You can get some of these big bolts that you think are going to kick your butt, and they're fine. But you get these little bitty bolts that you think, oh, those are going to be easy. Those are easy to do. They're little. Nope. The little things are the worst sometimes. And don't matter what you're working on. Always the little ones you got to watch out for. Sometimes even little humans. My wife is like 5'2". Man, she's a ball of fire. She can be worse than I can. Sorry, honey, you know it's true. There we go. All right, we're done. Let's see how crappy the footage is. Some of it was in frame. Oh, give me just a second here and let me regroup. By the way, here's a little jerk we were fighting just a minute ago. Like I say, sometimes the little ones, you got to watch out for them because they'll kick your butt. All right, y'all, let's knock this pin out. Hey, mark this day down in history. I'm going to use a small hammer. It should be greased, so it should come out. There, that wire would get out of my way. Okay, there it comes. What this does is go from one end of the box to the other. Yeah, you can see it kind of pulled its way out. Let's see if we can... I know my hand's going to be in the way, but... Get out of here. Get out of my way. Get out of there, hammer. I'm done with you. Alright, let's see if it'll push. There we go. Come on, baby. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, come on. No, you want to. These can be stubborn too. But it should be greased up enough to where it'll come right out of there. Maybe I should have taken the heater controls out. I don't know. Come on, there we go. Maybe. The rest of the other half might be a little gummy, but it'll come out. Maybe. I tell you what, y'all, sometimes none of this stuff is easy. But then I've got that big harness in my way. Come on. What are you hung on? Are you hung on something? Sorry, I'm bumping. All right, y'all. What we got to do now is drive this little pin out here from this pot coupler. And I did not realize how loose that pot coupler was. I mean, I think you can get kits to rebuild them, or a lot of people have swap in what they call a universal joint. I think Borgeson sells it or something, but it's a little better than this pot coupler. But we'll see how the other pot coupler is. But give her some wax. Come on. Is it even moving? I think it's moving. Dang it. No, it looked like it was moving. Yeah, it's moving. Let's see if I can whack my hand again. Ah, dang it. It's moving. It just doesn't want to. Come on, little buddy. Slowly moving. Yeah, it's coming. Maybe. I just don't want to come out of there. There it comes. Man, you're stubborn. Woo! Man. Guessing it ain't never been out of there. There we go. There she is. Come here. All right. There she is. All right. Now, I think we can get a little pry bar. Maybe pry back on that joint a little bit. Hopefully that comes out too. I'm not real worried about hurting it though. That baby's on there tight. I mean, even if I got it out intact, I probably wouldn't reuse it because it's so loose. Yeah, I think it's moving. Yeah, it's moving. I can see it moving. Man, that steering box is kind of a mess. Let me get some pry action down there. There we go. Come on. It should clear. Hopefully. Let's see if I can. I don't think it's bottomed out, but you never know. Yeah, it's bottomed out, I think. Heck, I don't know. Looks like it wants to come off there, but we may have to just loosen the column off. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and do this on my own. I'm going to go ahead and get the brake booster off just to make things a little easier. Yeah. The reason I'm going to do this on my own is because there's 4 9/16 bolts up there that are a little bit of a bear to get out. So, yeah. I figure y'all have watched me struggle enough under the dash, so yeah, we'll pick this back up when we're ready to unbolt the column. All right, y'all, got the booster out. Man, that was a little bit of a fight. Those boosters have locking nuts on them, so yeah. Don't just go putting regular nuts back on your booster or anything like that without Loctite, lock washer, or something. Because the last thing you want to be doing is running down the road and having your brake booster fall off. But yeah, I didn't disconnect the master. It's holding itself up. As long as I don't flex the lines 10 ways to Sunday, it'll be fine. So yeah. But anyway, let's get these bolts, let's get these nuts out of here. These are a 1/2 inch. I thought they were 9ers, but yeah. Now these nuts have a big washer behind them, so do not lose those washers. Otherwise, your steering column's not going to attach securely to the firewall. There we go. These are also a lock nut. Yeah, you don't want to put regular ones on this either, because I don't think you want your column falling out. You'd be having a bad day. You'd be having a bad day if your booster fell out. But anyway, you can see these oversized washers here. And that's to allow some adjustment in these columns. Because see, this hole right here is a little bit big. So yeah, that's for production differences and stuff like that. Allow you a little adjustment. All right. Now I have not pulled the RAM charger column out, but I will do that before we start reassembly. Well, duh, I'm gonna have to. But yeah, column will be the last piece to go back in. So yeah. All right, come here. You come here. Ooh, that bolt's a little hot. Or nut. Hot nut. All right, last one. Outside anyway. Then we'll go inside and get the last two and pull her out of there. All right, here we go. Is this nut hot? Nah, not as hot. Again, don't lose the washer. Now that one's not oblong, but these two are. All right, let's go inside and get the last two. All right, y'all. Back in here with me now. I put you in the cab with me, but someone kind of slammed the tripod into the door. Yeah. It no longer retracts small enough to get back in here, so yeah. But anyway, what we got here now, these last two, these are some studs. They're long, but yeah. And these have got a, let me get this one off here. These have got a special washer that goes under the nut on these, so yeah, you don't want to lose that. Now, generally, you can pull these out with a 1/4 inch. That I had no problem with. Get off of there. Well, normally these washers just slide right off of here. Well, this one wants to be stubborn. All right, get off there. You can see these special washers here. Hopefully. Give me just a second here. Don't want to lose my nuts. You can see these special washers. These fit up against the column bushing, so you know you've got some load spread on those bushings. All right, one more, and she'll come down. Let's say these will generally come out with a 1/4 inch. I've had some stubborn ones, but not terrible. There we go. Put these up there. And yeah, here we go. All right, she came right off the steering shaft. But somebody forgot something. Dadgummit, I forgot the shift linkage. Let me go get that out of there real quick. Man, knew I was forgetting something. It always happens. All right, let's get this sucker out of here. All right, now you'll have to twist it. It's kind of got an oval type of hole, oblong. You want to twist it around to get the shift lever out of the hole. And yeah, I forgot a turn signal wire too. That's kind of important. All right. All Alright, you'll want to lock the column. It makes it a little easier. Alright, here she comes. There we go. Alright. You set her down here. Well, maybe. Here, you lean over there. Alright. You can see the pot coupler I'm talking about. See how loose that is? Now, you can rebuild these, but a lot of people will convert them to that Borgeson-style U-joint. Yeah, we're good. So, yeah, that column's out of there. I'll get my steering wheel to my buddy, and it'll probably be thrown away. So, yeah. All right. I think we had a good run here. I'm not going to end this video yet. But what I want to do, since I'm done for the day, it's getting a little later, I want to go ahead and pressure wash this floor. That way, when we pick back up on this thing here in a couple days, I'll have a decent floor to work with. So, yeah. Let me get the super clean, let me get the pressure washer, and let's get going. All right, y'all, before you got the pressure washer set up, went ahead and sprayed her down with super clean. Let's see how she does. I'll try not to spray y'all, but no promises. I ain't got a lot of pressure right now, but I'm working on it. Lose the pressure. I think it's my water source. Let me get up in here and see what we got going. Now notice I'm not spraying toward the dash. Some of it's coming off. Alright, that's better than it was. Whoa! I forgot how high this truck was. Alright. Whoa. Got everything wet. I even got this truck all wet and dirty. Huh. Well, it ain't perfect, but it's 100 times better than it was. So, yeah. I even got the cross member a little bit, but I'll probably go ahead and wash the frame on my own before we put the motor and trans in. But, yeah. Like I say, I wasn't spraying directly on the dash, so I wasn't too concerned about the electrical. Might have got a little residual, but it'll dry. It'll dry. Yeah, that'll dry up pretty good, and we ought to have a clean floor to work off of. Heck yeah, I can live with that. So yeah, I'm going to end the video for tonight, but we're not done filming yet. So stay around, stick around a couple days. It'll be like a second for you, a couple days for me, and we'll start reassembling this bad boy. All right, y'all. It's a couple days later. I was going to film the pedal installation and stuff on this video, but yeah, it's gone on long enough. So yeah, so I'm just going to end that here on a good note. We pressure washed the floors and stuff, so they turned out good, and they'll be good to go for the rest of the work we got to do, which is next video we'll be converting it to 3 pedals and dealing with the steering column and all that stuff, and hopefully we'll be ready by the end of that video we'll be ready to get the engine transplanted in a week or two. So anyway, this is Jamie from Real Steel Auto Works, and we'll catch y'all on the flip side. See ya.